Hey everyone, quick walkthrough today on the Clark County AMR TriTech Mobile CentralSquare MDC. I'll show you how to log in, what you'll see on the main screen, how post assignments work, and how to manage a dispatched call using the map. Logging into the MDC. Alright, on the login screen, we're just going to work top to bottom and fill in each field. First, under Unit ID, select your medic unit, for example, Medic 1601. Next is Vehicle ID. Choose the 3-digit vehicle number you're assigned to for the day. Personnel like Crew 1, Crew 2, Crew 3, and so on. Select your partner's name and move it over using the right arrow. Before you hit login, make sure Dispatch has you built into CAD. Call AMR Dispatch on radio channel 1 and advise something like, "Good morning, AMR Medic 1601 is ready to go in service and ready to log in." This part is important. Don't hit login until Dispatch tells you you're built and ready. If you try to log in before they've entered you, the system may not let you sign in. Dispatch will usually place you in an available status and then let you know when you're clear to log in. Main screen overview. All right. Once your login is successful, you'll land on the default screen. Most of the time, you'll see a message window first. This is where incoming messages and query responses usually show up. Across the top, you'll see your main buttons. First is Messages. Tap that to view all messages in one place. Next is Calls. This shows the calls that are currently active and assigned. Just keep in mind, this list usually won't show pending calls that haven't been assigned to a unit yet. Next are your status buttons. These are your quick status changes throughout the day, like en route, staged, on scene, transporting, and at destination, depending on your workflow. And last is More. This opens additional options and tools. Now, when you tap More, you'll see extra buttons, back and forward. Let you move between screens you've already viewed, kind of like navigating between previous pages. En route post is what you'll use after you're assigned a post and you start driving there. At post updates your unit status to at post, sometimes also referred to as in quarters. You may also see incident personnel, but that's not commonly used in the field, so we won't cover it in this tutorial. The Night button, which lets you toggle between the normal day view and a darker night view. And you may see buttons like New, Query Response, and Send Messages. Those are all related to message activity, new messages, queries you've run, and messages you've sent. You'll also notice options like premise info and location search. At the time of this tutorial, these aren't features we're using regularly, so we're not going to dive into them yet. If we get more guidance later, I'll update the training. Additionally, here are a few helpful tools you can explore when you have downtime. Find Address opens the map view and lets you search for a specific address. Unit History lets you review activity like post moves, assignments, and past calls. Prior Incidents lets you search for incidents from the past. And finally, you'll see Logout. If you select Logout, it will take you to a logout screen, where you can confirm and log out of the MDC. Keep in mind, your unit needs to be in available status in order to log out. If you run into difficulty being able to log out, check with your dispatcher to make sure they have you listed as available status. One last note. Depending on your role, you may see additional buttons. For example, supervisors may have extra options that won't appear on a standard login. Now, at the very top of the screen, you'll also find additional menu tabs with drop-down options. First is Login, Logout. This menu contains login, logout, and exit options. Under the Queries tab, if you select Miscellaneous, you can modify login options, like adding or changing crew members, even after you're already logged in. The Messages tab contains message-related navigation options. Under the Units tab, you can view the Unit Status Summary List screen. Here you will be able to monitor all the unit statuses. Calls, here is the same function as the Calls button on the main bar. Under the Status tab, you can change your unit status, and you may see additional status options that aren't available on the default status button bar. Under Tools, you can select Map, which opens the Map view page. And the last two tabs, Options and Help, are typically not used for normal field operations and are mainly intended for administrator use. And that's your main screen overview.
When you're assigned a post. When you get assigned to a post, a few things happen. First, messages will flash. Tap that to read the message. Second, your status in the upper right changes to Assigned to Post. Third, your assigned post number and location will show in the lower right. When you start driving to the post, press En route to post. When you arrive, press At post.
Managing a dispatched call.
Assigned.
Proceed to route.
Alright, once you're dispatched, the call card is going to pop up automatically on your MDC. Right up top, you'll see the call type and the address you're responding to. If that address has a specific place name, like a business name or facility name, you'll see that listed here too. This section will show the AMR units attached to the call. If there are multiple units responding, they'll all be listed in that same area. Down in the call notes area, you'll see the call notes related to your incident. If you tap Map It button, it'll open the map screen so you can see where the call is located and the suggested route to get there. When you are ready to respond, acknowledge the call by pressing En route on the MDC. And depending on the situation, you can also acknowledge with AMR dispatch over the radio if needed. When you get to the scene, update your status right away. Press on Scene or Staged button if you're being staged prior to going into the scene. When you're ready to transport, hit Transport button in the status bar. A transport screen will pop up. Here you'll select your destination facility, your transport
Your incident
reason,
has been
the
updated.
number of patients on board, if applicable, and then press Submit.
Proceed to route.
When you arrive at the hospital, press at Destination button in the status bar. When you're ready to clear the hospital, open your status drop-down menu, choose Clear Call, and hit Submit button. Same will apply if you are clearing other calls like canceled on scene, canceled with the refusal, and other applicable dispositions. Open your status drop-down menu, choose Clear Call, select the appropriate disposition, and hit Submit. That updates you back to available status and notifies dispatch that you're clear and ready for the next assignment.